Hello my lovelies. Afternoon everybody. Hope everyone is well. Just shift this a little bit. Better, isn't it? There we go. I'm just popping on to say hello. Hope everyone is well. Hope everybody has nice weather. We don't in Donegal. It's lashing rain. Absolutely lashing. Very dull and overcast. But anyway, I'm grateful I'm snuggled up in my home. A lot of people don't have a place to snuggle up in, so I'm grateful. Always be grateful for the small things, for the things we take for granted. Try and be grateful for the little things like a roof over our heads, food in our bellies, clothes to put on, family around us. Anyway, I'm actually here working on a granny square blanket throw. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colours. Aren't they beautiful? The yarn is cookie yarn, of course, but the colour is, oh my goodness, hang on. I didn't even bother putting my hair up properly this morning. When I saw the rain, I was, oh my God, it's time to settle down. So it's cookie yarn, and the colour is 46219, 46219, and I know it has a special name and I can't remember what it is, so apologies. But I started this while I was in Dublin when Sean was in hospital, so that I'd have something to do to keep me occupied, you know, on the nights. So yeah, so this is it. It's absolutely beautiful. The colours are stunning. They're really stunning. But I'm making my other son Dylan is going to one of his school friends' weddings at the end of the month, the end of June, and I started this for him. So I want to try and get it finished this week because the wedding's next week. Oops, wrong stitch. So it's just a regular granny square. I'm using a 5mm hook just to give it a little drape. It's really beautiful. So it's regular, and I'm finishing it off here with half double crochets. I might do a single crochet round as well, but we'll do the half double crochet. But the yarn is really, I love cookie yarn. I just do. It's I think it's acrylic and wool. To check again. That's terrible, aren't I? Very comfy. I apologise. So it's 100% acrylic, but it doesn't feel acrylic, especially when it's washed. It's gorgeous. So if you're interested in this yarn, just type into Google, it'd be easier, cookie yarn, and you can get it at Hobie, but you can also get it at another company that I can't remember the name of, so I apologise. I'm just here having, just wanting to have a little chat, and as I was saying earlier on, to be grateful for the small things, the things that we take for granted, like running water and heating and a fireplace, and cups and spoons and coffee. Some days I have, if I'm having a really bad day, I have to try and find for myself something that's, we have a knot, that's that I can be grateful for. And some days, a very odd day, but some days I don't feel like I'm grateful for anything. And I try and find something. So it might only be the kettle, that I have electricity, that I can make my coffee. I'm very grateful for my coffee in the mornings, and running water, and a hug from my daughter, or a hug from my sons in the morning. They're the things I if I'm having a really bad day, that I find to be grateful for. As we all go through stages of, I believe everybody goes through stages of, I don't know what is going on in my life, or just being sad. You know, it doesn't have to be for a big reason. You could just feel down in the dumps, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. What are you grateful for? The other thing I'm grateful for is my shower, that I can get into the shower. I can't get into the bath anymore at the moment because of my rheumatoid arthritis. I can't put pressure on my hands pressing down, because I learned a couple of weeks ago, and I slipped the day before my son's funeral. I slipped in the bath, and I trapped a nerve in my shoulder. So I don't go in the bath anymore. I'm kind of nervous of it, unless my daughter is around. And then she'd help me. I wouldn't ask the boys to do that. But it's just little things, you know. Life can be shitty sometimes, and for everybody, you know, everybody's dealing with their own stuff. I don't think there's one person on this planet that hasn't suffered some bit. So for gratitude is a big plus. If you can just find the little things to be grateful for, the universe will give you back more to be grateful for. It's just the way it is. It mirrors us. And if you're struggling, ask your angels to guide you. Ask your angels to help. Angels won't intervene most of the time unless you ask for help. So ask them. Ask for divine guidance. Breathe. Some days just be grateful for the breath in your lungs, that you're here. I'm doing half double crochet. That's in US terms, half double crochet. I don't know what it is in the UK terms. I can't remember. I was taught. I learned in US terms. I learned to crochet in US terms, so that's what I stick to. But yeah, the last few months have been really tough on us as a family. Watching Sean deteriorate and pass away was really, really tough for every one of us. And we're devastated. Of course we are. We're devastated. He's gone. And I have to pull myself up every morning and get myself out of bed. I make my bed. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. I make my bed. Because I have to function for today and be there for my daughters. But I've learned it's okay for me to be sad around them, for them to see me sad. It's perfectly fine, because it's normal. It's normal to be upset. And I used to hide being upset from my kids because I didn't want them to go worrying or stressing, but I don't do that. I try not to do that anymore. Not that I don't. I try really hard not to do that anymore. I'm in a bit of a knot. Sorry now, I'm just trying to unravel this so I don't have a big massive knot. I love this, absolutely love it. Got them on Amazon. They're actually for toilet roll for when you're going camping, but I use it for, I have different ones, but I use this for my yarn cakes, which is so handy. And you can hang it on something as well. There's a little hook on it. I know now, as you get to know me, for all my new subscribers, I kind of go from one subject to another. If I'm recording, I do that a lot. So I hope I'm not confusing you. This is just chat and crochet, basically. Yeah, but they're very cool. They're called toilet roll holders for camping. And there's a fine big hole in the top of it for the tissue to come out, but I use it. They're so handy for the yarn cakes. I have other yarn cake holders that are specifically for yarn, but I really loved them, so I bought 3 of them. They're so handy. And they hold the cake so it doesn't collapse, and there's no big knot normally. But I don't know what I did there with that one, but it's fine. So yeah, Amazon. They're so yeah. I just sometimes if I'm confused or if I'm really upset or I can't find my way through, there's a couple of things I do. One is Holy Spirit, enlighten and guide me. I ask you to come forward into my life in love, light, and peace. That's basically it. Holy Spirit, enlighten and guide me. I ask you to come forward in my life in love, light, and spirit, and peace. Love, light, and peace. Sorry. And I thank the Holy Spirit for filling me up. That's one little thing I do. I also do. I ask my angels for guidance and help and support. And I have also this other little thing. It's not little. It's called the Ho'oponopono. I've mentioned this before. This is an old Hawaiian mantra, and it actually, if you Google it, there's loads of information about it. It helps clean and clear energy. So if you're struggling with something, or something is confusing you, or you're not sure whether to go down this path or go down that path in life, or you're worried about someone in your family or friends, as you think about that situation, if you sit and say these 4 lines, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. That's the Ho'oponopono. So it cleans and clears energy. It shifts energy for your highest good. So if you focus on the problem or situation that you want to get resolved or sorted or worried about, if you focus on that when you're saying it, then it does its job, and it really works. I've been using it for a very long time. I'm a practitioner. I'm a Ho'oponopono practitioner. Somebody gave me the course as a gift. Donald was his name, God rest his soul. He passed away a few years ago, but he gave it to me as a gift, and I became a practitioner. A lot of people that you bring it up to, the Ho'oponopono, if you bring it up to someone, they'll be like, what am I saying I'm sorry for? You're not apologizing for something you've done or didn't do or made a mistake with. You're apologizing for allowing that energy of that situation to come into your energy. Please forgive me for not trusting and allowing that energy into my energy. And then thank you. You're thanking the universe, and then I love you. But you're actually talking to yourself and your soul as well. So people get tied up in the knots of, but I haven't done anything, why am I apologizing? It's not about apologizing. It's about it's about energy. All energy that comes to us, we draw it on us mainly, but not to go into that too deep. If you say this mantra, it really helps. If you want to study about it, Google it. It does help. I find it really helps, and it helps me at home. It helps me with my family. Just if things are going on, I'm not sure what direction to go in, I use it. All you do is repeat it over and over. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. Or I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Sorry. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And I just repeat it, thinking about that situation. And it works. It really helps. It does shift things around, which is a blessing in itself. I just went a bit too far there, I think. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there's always support. So this is going to be a wedding present for my son's friend and his new wife. I think they're just beautiful. I just love the colours and what have you. So what's the weather like near ye? Do you have any specific you know, little mantras or things that you say when you need help and guidance, or when you're down in the dumps. Is there anything specific you do that helps you? Because I totally believe in gratitude. The more when you're grateful, and you say you're grateful out loud, if possible. I'm so grateful for my cup of coffee. I'm so grateful for the boiling water. I'm so grateful for electricity. The universe mirrors what you're grateful for and gives you back more to be grateful for. And I do believe in that. I know there's days you want to just smash all around you and scream. And sometimes you have to do that to get rid of, you know, agitation or upset that's in your body, or cry. And it's okay to cry. It's absolutely fine to cry. Express your emotions. I spent so many years hiding how I felt and pushing down my emotions in order to not upset someone else, or to be roared at as a child. And I'm only learning now that it's okay to express my feelings. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry. They're all emotions. You're entitled to them all. The only thing I would say is don't unpack and stay in that energy for too long. If you can help it. But allowing yourself to feel your emotions is a good thing, because you're human. You were given emotions for a reason. You know, they weren't planted on you when you were 5. You were given them when you were born. We were born with the gift of emotions, and we're entitled to feel them and express them safely. So don't be afraid to do that. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's my little nugget of love. Gratitude and emotions. It's okay to feel your emotions and be grateful for, like, no matter what it is. If it's only the breath in your lungs, then be grateful for. Find it to be grateful for, because I promise it'll change your entire life. If you find the small things and the things we take for granted, if you consistently say that you're grateful for whatever it is over and over, you're giving the universe, telling the universe doesn't know what's right or wrong, what's good or bad. It's just, it mirrors what you give it. So telling the universe you're grateful will actually, the universe will give you back more to be grateful for. I know this was probably kind of a mix and match chat, talking crochet. To all my lovely subscribers, thank you so much, and thank you for your patience and support. I really appreciate it. If you like my videos, please press the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I think the Granny Square is it's such a classic. It's such a classic, and this is color. I earlier in the video I said the color. Sorry. So cookie, and there's 200 grams, 600 meters, which is over, I'd say, about 650 yards. The color is 46219, and well, mind the lot, but that's the color. 46219 cookie yarn, and it's made by Jarbo. So if you Google cookie yarn by Jarbo, you'll see where it comes up for sale. One is definitely Hobby, and I can't remember the other one, another company, but well worth it. And it lasts, and it just washes beautifully. And as I said, this is a wedding present. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that everybody is well, and I'm sending out blessings to everyone. God bless. Enjoy your day.